Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be going over my entire movie collection. We're going to go over my VHS tapes, DVDs, Blu-rays, 4Ks, and finally my favorite, my steelbooks. Now, this video is a bit different this week because usually my videos are me game hunting or going to the thrift store, stuff like that. But on Monday, the start of the week, tested positive for COVID-19. Yeah, we'll be back to game hunting next week. Starting Monday, we're going to be back out at the thrift stores and everything. But yeah, it really sucks that because I haven't been out since last Thursday. I did a poll on my Instagram story. Make sure you'll follow me, collecting_.world_. But I did a poll on my story and had you guys vote on if you wanted to see my movie collection or my steelbook collection. And you guys voted on the movie collection. The movie collection is a lot bigger than I thought. So we're going to get right into it. We're going to start off with VHS tapes. And we'll do I've only got one box set for VHSs, and that is the Star Wars trilogy. So this is the original trilogy with A New Hope, Empire Strikes Back, and Return of the Jedi. Now this wouldn't be the original release because A New Hope was originally just called Star Wars. But I picked this up at the thrift store. I'm not sure what I paid for it, but really cool. Probably one of my favorite VHS sets I have. I don't even have a VHS player, but I do have a few VHS tapes. And then we got this Donkey Kong promotional VHS. My buddy Nick gave that to me. Then we got the original Batman with Michael Keaton. I still haven't even watched the movie. I'm going to pick up the Blu-ray. It's on sale on Amazon, so I'm going to be picking that up. But my buddy Nick gave this one to me as well. Coming in clutch with the VHS tapes. And then I got Spider-Man VHS. You guys know I love Spider-Man. Definitely my favorite superhero. Obsessed with it. Steven picked this up for me at the thrift store. And my final VHS is X-Men. The only one that I've actually picked up. I got this, I think I got it at the thrift store. I'm pretty sure. I think it was like $2. Okay, now let's move over to the DVDs. Once again, for DVDs, only got one box set. And that one being, once again, the Star Wars trilogy in widescreen. So we've got A New Hope, Empire Strikes Back, Return of the Jedi, and then bonus material. I paid, I think, $11 at the thrift store, but it's worth like $20 to $25. So, I thought it was really cool looking. Like, that's in really good condition too. Just got some sticker residue there, but if I want, I can just use Goo Gone for that. And we got Darth Vader on the back. Diary of a Wimpy Kid, The Long Haul. Definitely the worst Diary of a Wimpy Kid movie. Still not a bad movie, but for sure the worst Diary of a Wimpy Kid. Then we got Franklin's Halloween. I've had this one for, God, I don't even know how long. I've had this since I was a kid. It's got 5 different Franklin episodes. You guys, if you don't have this, you have to watch Franklin's Fort. That one's a banger. And we got the Iron Man Ultimate 2-disc edition. Picked this up at the thrift store. Really cool looking. Love the slip cover with it. This one looks really cool. Like, I like how when I slide it in, boom, that's sweet. And then we've also got Iron Man 2, which I picked up at the thrift store. A Christmas movie, Mrs. Miracle. Really good Christmas movie. It's one of those, like, Christmas movies where it's like cringe, you know, but like you watch it because it's one of those Christmas movies, you know. Then we got Lego Adventures of Clutch Powers. I think this was my first ever DVD. Banger film. All the Lego movies I've seen are actually pretty good. Clutch Powers, the actual Lego movie, Lego Batman, all those ones pretty good. Then we've got another Christmas one, Phineas and Ferb, A Very Merry Christmas. So it's got the Phineas and Ferb Christmas episode plus some additional episodes. Pretty good movie. Then we've got, going into my Spider-Man films, we've got Spider-Man Widescreen Special Edition. Got this at the thrift store. That's where I got most of my Spider-Man movies. Spider-Man, that's one of the best Spider-Man films. And we got Spider-Man 2 full screen special edition. This one and No Way Home are definitely the two best Spider-Man movies. Then we got Spider-Man 3, worst of the Tobey movies, but still a banger film. Definitely an overhated movie. And then we've got Spider-Man Mutant Agenda limited edition. I never even heard of this until I saw it at the thrift store one day. I haven't even put it in to test it or anything, but it seems interesting. It's a 100-minute animated adventure. Then we've got The Amazing Spider-Man. This is the only one I didn't actually get at the thrift store. Once again, pretty solid movie and a banger film. One of the best films of all time. The Adventures of Elmo in Grouchland. Incredible film. Greatest movie ever. Seen this 8 billion times. Okay, I'm kidding. Still actually a pretty solid movie though. It's actually a pretty solid film overall. Then we've got the Lego Movie 2-disc special edition. Picked this up at the local toy store. And then we've got X2 widescreen edition. We got this at the thrift store sealed, and then the day later found a Blu-ray of it for cheaper. So I was kind of annoyed that I had bought it. Then for Blu-rays, these are probably some of my favorite ones. This is probably one of my favorites I've got in my collection. Would be the Back to the Future Ultimate Trilogy. I paid $10 for this, brand new sealed, and it's really cool. So we've got Back to the Future Part 2, Back to the Future Part 3, and then bonus material. But it's really cool because since it's in this hardcover book, I don't know, I just think it's really cool. And I got it for $10, which is a steal because it goes for 30, and even then $30 is a steal for this because you're paying $10 a movie and you get it in this special book and everything. I don't know, that even at $30 it's a really good deal. Then we've got Bohemian Rhapsody, a really good movie. Rami Malek is amazing in this movie. Love this movie so much. I remember seeing it in theaters. Then we got Despicable Me 2. I'd say this one or the first one are definitely the best of the Despicable Me series. Then we got Diary of a Wimpy Kid 1, 2, and 3. I was actually watching these movies earlier. These are such... I don't know. These just bring me back to my childhood. Because I still buy all the Diary of a Wimpy Kid books to this day. Just because... I don't know. That's been my thing since I was in elementary. But we've got all 3 movies here. Pretty solid. Definitely good movies. Project Rules is for sure the best of the Diary of a Wimpy Kid films. Then we got my favorite Christmas movie, Die Hard. This is a Christmas movie, okay? Let's be real. Die Hard is a Christmas movie. And do not get me started. This takes place on Christmas, or Christmas Eve, so it's automatically a Christmas movie. Definitely the best of the Die Hard series. I got that one, and then the day later they added it to Disney Plus, so I was kind of annoyed about that. Then we've got Elf. Such a good movie. Definitely one of the best Christmas movies out there. Will Ferrell is fantastic as Buddy the Elf. We've got a movie I haven't seen yet, King Richard. This is that new one that came out last year with Will Smith in it, and it's the life of Venus and Serena Williams. Looks really good. I'm waiting to watch with my parents though. We were planning on watching it, and then I got COVID, and I'm trying not to give them COVID, so we're just staying inside. And we got, speaking of the Despicable Me movies from earlier, we got Minions. Yeah, really good movie, but definitely bottom half of the Despicable Me movies. I'm really excited for Minions 2 that's coming out this year. Then we got Solo, a Star Wars story. One of the lower tier Star Wars films. It's actually the only Star Wars film that lost money, but still a pretty solid movie. All the Star Wars movies are really good. I have nothing bad to say about any of them, including the sequels. Do not get me started on that. Then we got Sonic the Hedgehog. I still haven't seen the full movie, but I am excited for the second one that's coming out this year, which is why I picked this up. Yeah. Then we've got Spider-Man 3 mastered in 4K. Not even sure what mastered in 4K is. But it's not Blu-ray. Well, it's Blu-ray, but like, it's not a 4K movie, but I don't know what it means by mastered. Then we've got Spider-Man Homecoming. Really good movie. Love all the Spider-Man movies, but you guys know that already. And then we've also got Spider-Man Far From Home and Homecoming double pack. Picked this up only for Far From Home, but it included Homecoming as well. Both are really good movies. See, I feel like people hate the Tom Holland movies too much. And I don't know why, because the Tom Holland movies are really good. It wasn't until like they started filming No Way Home when people started hating on the Tom Holland films. And I don't get it. Then we got Star Wars 4, 5, 6. So we've got the trilogy on VHS, DVD, and on Blu-ray. I don't have every Star Wars movie because my parents also have some. These are only from my collection. We've also got a second collection of my parents. So some of the movies, that's why I don't own them. Then we've got Star Wars The Force Awakens on Blu-ray. Definitely the best of the sequel trilogy, but overall the sequel trilogy is really good. People hate it too much. Then we've got what has to be one of my favorite movies, or one of my favorite pieces of the collection, the Amazing Spider-Man 4-disc limited edition gift set. Paid $20 for this, brand new, and it included a figurine. And then we've got the movie, and it's like got a lenticular cardboard sleeve, so pretty sweet looking. I really like the lenticular thing though, and I also really like the figurine. But for $20, that's a steal on this one. Got it on Amazon for that price. Then we got The Amazing Spider-Man 2. Definitely a bottom tier Spider-Man film. Still a solid movie overall. But yeah, bottom tier Spider-Man. I don't know. There's too much going on and not enough time done with that, if you know what I mean. Then we got one of the greatest superhero movies of all time, The Dark Knight. Heath Ledger's performance as the Joker is incredible. I got this for $2 sealed. But yeah, Heath Ledger was insane as the Joker. Like, it's one of those performances where like you can't top that. Joaquin Phoenix was a pretty good Joker, but nowhere near Heath Ledger. And we got a pretty good movie, The Fault in Our Stars. I actually read the book before I saw this movie, which I don't do often. An amazing book and amazing movie. Brings me to tears every time. Then we've got the newer Spongebob movie, Sponge Out of Water. I saw it. I remember seeing this in theaters actually. Actually pretty solid. Not as good as the first one with David Hasselhoff in it. It's still not too bad of a movie. Then we've got The Spectacular Spider-Man, the complete series on Blu-ray. So we've got both seasons on here. I still haven't watched any of it, if I'm being honest. And we've got the new Suicide Squad. Then we've got some X-Men movies. We've got First Class, Origins Wolverine, and Last Stand. I like all the X-Men movies for sure. It's like, who doesn't like the X-Men movies? Like, really? Then moving on to 4K, we've got Captain Marvel, which is definitely an overhated movie. I thoroughly enjoyed this movie. Definitely not the best MCU film, nothing like that. But it is a really good movie, and I'm not sure why people hate on it so much. It's like, I wouldn't put it as the worst Marvel movie or one of the worst. And then we got Despicable Me 3, which, as you guys know, is definitely bottom tier Despicable Me film for me. But still a solid movie. It's not bad, and I got it for $10. Then we've got The Incredible Hulk, which in my opinion is not one of the best MCU films. I'd say this and the first two Thor movies are the worst in the MCU. Then we got Ready Player One. Pretty good movie. I really like this one. I have nothing bad to say about it. I really like. It's Steven Spielberg, so that's why it's good. Then we got Rocket Man. One of my favorite movies of all time. I loved seeing this in theaters. Taron Egerton was amazing as Elton John. Then we got the Lego Batman movie. One of the best Batman movies, from being honest. People tend to discount this one because it's Lego or animated. But once you watch it, it's like, whoo, that's really good. Then we've got Venom. Really good movie. Critics were wrong. This movie is amazing. It's a Spider-Man movie though. It's Venom. It was a very good movie. Tom Hardy is a very good Eddie Brock. And then we've got Venom, Let There Be Carnage. And I think that Woody Harrelson was a great Cletus Cassidy. Definitely the perfect choice for Cletus Cassidy. I remember the first Woody Harrelson film I saw would be the Hunger Games movies, and he was the perfect casting choice for Cletus. Then we've got Yesterday. This one's the one about the dude who's the only guy in the world who remembers the Beatles, stuff like that. It also has Ed Sheeran in it. Really good movie. Then we got Zack Snyder's Justice League. I haven't finished this yet. I'm about an hour in. So far I'm liking it though. Yeah. And then on to the Steelbooks, which are by far my favorites in the collection. Batman and Harley Quinn. This one's a pretty cool Steelbook. Paid $20 for it. Then we got Black Panther, which is a great movie. Really cool Steelbook as well. It's got a little dent in it there though, which sucks, but looks really cool. And then we got Eternals, which I personally enjoyed this movie. I'm not sure why people dislike it and stuff. I'd say it was a really good movie. Then we got the Shanxi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. This was actually my first Steelbook, and this is what actually got me into starting to collect Steelbooks and everything. Then we got my favorite Steelbook, the Spider-Man 4 movie collection. It's got Venom, Spider-Verse, Far From Home, and Homecoming. Sick looking Steelbook. And then finally, one of my most recent Steelbooks, Wayne's World. Banger film. If you haven't seen it, you have to watch it. It's such a good movie. I think it's on Paramount Plus, so if you have Paramount Plus, make sure you watch that. But yeah, so that's going to be it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out, guys.